Alright, timestamp. It is July 6, 2026. About a quarter to 10 p.m. Pix just texted me to let me know that she made it home okay. She's stealing Tiny again for an overnight tomorrow cleaning, packing binge at George. I'm tired. And I got nothing done today. A little bit of food prep, that was about it. She handled it really well, and I mean that. Once upon a time, she would have been like pulling her hair out, freaking out, threatening to, nuke the planet. But historical, because that's part of what this is kind of time stamping the world at large, at least from my perspective, is I guess Samsung was discontinuing their texting program in favor of Google Messenger, what have you. So her phone and my phone, we both had to change over our texting app. I guess it would be the app, right? Mine was pretty okay and whatnot. I did mine last night. My only complaint, and I'm not really surprised by it, is I have to reset all my notifications. Because I have custom sound notifications that I've made for, I've got probably about 200 on my phone. Everybody in my circle has their own special one, so if I hear that text, I know who it is texting me. And it works great. I love that, and it puts a smile on my face because they're almost all amusing or silly or whatnot. If Pix texts me, it's Gene Wilder from The Producers, because before it was a musical, it was a actual non-musical comedy with Gene Wilder and Zero Mostel. And it's Gene Wilder screaming because Zero Mostel has just taken away his blue blanket. It's a very funny scene. Of course, Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane. It's the exact same story, but with some really great musical numbers and whatnot put in. Really good musical adaptation. Mel Brooks knocked it out of the park. But yeah, I have to reset all those. I know, third world problems, right? Now, Pix, because you had to do it by July 6th, and I'm wondering, and I didn't say this to her, but I'm wondering if it was if you don't do it by July 6th, it becomes a bigger pain in the ass. She started to do hers this morning when she got up, I guess probably about 7 or 8. And I got up about the same time too, because I was expecting her to come over. And she did, but not at 7 or 8. Her phone was giving her major hassles, and it kept shutting it down. She wasn't able to load the new program. And again, I didn't actually have to talk her off the ledge, which was cool. This normally would have been something that would have made her head explode. But she didn't get done with it until 2 p.m. And then, yeah, about that. And then she came over. So I've been, and that's actually her hitting me up on Steam. Cool. So got here at 3. We did a little bit of planning. I showed her where the light fixture nearly killed me yesterday. I got a lot of scared, sad looks about that. A little bit of a lecture, but not anything serious. More of a, be careful. You know your dad, which, yeah, okay. And I could have avoided that. I didn't see it in time, clearly. And, oops. But we had to go to Aldi, and we went to Dollar Tree to get some like cheap snacks. It was like popcorn and or cookies, Dollar Tree. Chips, Aldi. It's the best way to do it. Except for some like weirder specialty snacks, which Dollar Tree. We get the fake onion rings, Funyuns kind of thing. I haven't tried these yet. Pix took the last bag that I picked up last time we went to Dollar Tree. It was kind of the whole, okay, what do you want? And she grabbed that one, and I was like, okay, you try it first. Because she was getting set up for her movie nights at George, and I was getting set up for my movie nights here at Leo. It's steakhouse onion rings, which I haven't tried them yet, but she was like, oh no, they're good. So we picked up some of that stuff, and yeah. So did some running around. The car is doing the overheating thing. We noticed when we came out of Dollar Tree there was a kind of an orange puddle under the front right. So something is going on there again, which is weird because we just had that fixed, so we're not sure what's going on. So when she got here, I did take the trash out too. There's trash pickups tomorrow. And the hopper's full, and I made a contractor bag to go next to it, so yikes. Now it's just some stuff that was stacking up in the garage. We could rent one of those industrial dumpsters and go to town, but I don't have the free cash to do that this second. I could probably bill the estate for it because it would be part of the de-hoarding, taking care of the estate, but right now I don't want to deal with the lawyers on it. I'm just not interested. I'll get back to you. I got other things I can work on meanwhile. But waiting for the car to cool down to be able to check it, because you don't want to check. You want to be careful what you undo when you're checking an overheating car. But she refilled water bottles. It took an entire 2-liter between the radiator and the reservoir, so something is not quite right. So I'm going to call the mechanic tomorrow and say, hey, remember the other day? Yeah. Hopefully it won't be too dramatic or painful. But she made it home okay. And Pix loves the audiobooks. She likes to listen to a book while she's doing other stuff. I can't. I can multitask like crazy, but sound is like that sound. That's great because there's a white noise quality to it. The idea of like working in an arcade environment doesn't bother me at all. In fact, it's like, yeah. But actually listening to a story, I've got to be able to focus on that. You know what I mean? Because it's not like a favorite a favorite album that I already know the words to and everything, and I don't have to like concentrate on, wait a minute, what is Geoff Tate saying here? What is he saying? When he says they've sent me here for you, what does that mean? I don't have to think about it. If I'm listening to a book or a story, well, I need to pay attention, and I have a hard time doing that. But anyway, she's got a huge amount of audiobook files. Rents them from the library and all that, checks them out, whatever. So on the way home, she was listening to one of the Dresden Files books. And I guess James Marsters is, I don't know if he's done all of them or if this is just one of the ones that he did do. If you don't know the name, that was, he's still around. We lost Tony Head recently, but he was Spike on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So, listening to Dresden Files in the car on the way home, and again, I couldn't do that. Unless it was like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or something like that, where I do know the words. I was too tired. Tired. And I do actually have those. I think it's Stephen Fry narrates them. And those I have been known to put in before and just have in the background. But if it's something I haven't read before, I couldn't do that. I'm too busy focused on the road. She can. I don't know. Our brains are different. But Tiny was listening along and apparently wants to start with the first book, and it's cool. It's cool. And I've only read one of the Dresden. I did read the first Dresden. It's a series that I could definitely get into. Really like it. And I did watch the TV show. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's cool. Both our kids have a hard time finding books that really, get them excited that they like. Alex, and I don't know if he's continued on or not, was actually reading pretty much everything that Baum had written, The Wizard of Oz. Because, The Wizard of Oz, whatnot, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. There are many books in that series. That's just one, it's like, honestly, it's not to the extreme of, but it's like the Middle Earth. Everybody's like, oh yeah, Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King. Oh honey. Tolkien wrote like 80 novels. All Middle Earth. And I know this because Pix has read most of them. And I'm sure Colbert has. His knowledge of Tolkien is scary. And it's funny because I've seen Colbert get quizzed on Tolkien stuff. And my girl, where Colbert will get, 10 out of 10 right, Pix will get 9 of them. Because I've seen Colbert get challenged on some like obscure stuff, and my girl still pretty much, her answers may not be as confident as Colbert. You know what I mean? It's not going to be, why, that was Glorfindel, but in that same respect, Pix will be, I think that was Glorfindel during the Second Age, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Glorfindel, but I'm not sure about the time period, I think it was Second Age. She'll be like that, whereas, Colbert will be like, that was Glorfindel during the Second Age, right after the conquering of, he'll rattle off 20 other facts related to. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. I can't judge, because I'm that way with, like, original series Star Trek, and, yeah, no, I get it. Everybody's got their thing. I don't bring my thing out in public, though, because the neighbors complain. Bunny! I picked up some coffee at Aldi. Picked up another one of the mocha marshmallow because, my God, that's really good. And I think I got the last one, actually. I'm hoping they get more in. I'd love it if it became like a normal item, but I don't know that it will. It has that special edition kind of look going on. And they also had a toasted graham cracker. And I had seen this the last time, and it was kind of a curiosity of, we'll try it. Never getting the banana split one again, though. And they have on the packaging, apparently for both, Alex pointed it out, that it actually recommends that you combine the two, the graham cracker and the mocha marshmallow, if you see what we're putting together here, to make a s'mores coffee. So we're trying that right now. I think it's okay. First time out, I would much rather have tried them independently just to see what they are by themselves before combining it. That's just the way that I do my scientific experiments. Um, as far as the s'mores blend, it's good. It's good. I'd rather have the mocha marshmallow. You know, this is a nice solid 3-star. The mocha marshmallow is like 3.5, 4. But I'm now curious what the graham cracker is. If that's going to be like a 2.5 or a 2 or a 3, or are they fantastic by themselves? Put them together and they're just okay. Because that happens too. Seen it with comedy teams, you know. You know, Robin Williams, brilliant. Billy Crystal, brilliant. Put them together. Oh my God, you're gonna pee yourself. But I've seen other comedians where you put them in the same room and it's like, yeah, no, there's actually no magic between the two of you. Nope. Mm-mm. Not feeling it. Just my little PSA narration there. Here you go. It's free. Apparently Tiny really, really is enjoying. Cool. Cool. But I'm going to keep this brief. Not a whole lot happened today. Got snacks and chicken. Got more than just chicken, but you know. Laughing because I know one time I kind of paused in a video like that. I mean, you can see like the fan going behind me and stuff. But one of my friends, good night, my cat sneezed. One of my friends like texted me the next day. Was like, I watched your video. It kept freezing. Do not adjust your set. You're messing with me, man. I can't take it. But yeah, I did very little today. I was mostly sitting here talking to my girl, waiting for my girl, typing to my girl. I think my cat's getting into something and I have no idea what. That could be my dog. No, not my dog. Oh, okay. My cat decided to lounge on I've got a couple plastic trays over there that are full of cutlery, silverware. I'm so sorry. That were just in a box in the garage. It's like a couple of like German kitchen knife sets and things like that. But they're in like molded plastic trays, those really thin, fragile, you know, plastic trays. A whole stack of them. Hex is laying on it and it's making like crinkly plastic sounds, which that all makes sense. My cat is awesome. And he also sometimes picks some very inconvenient places to lay down. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I got up early. My sleep was weird again. Kept waking up. Still have that feeling like something's gonna happen with my dad. I just do. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's one of the main records that I have, so. I know he's the star of a lot of my nightmares lately, so. It's just reality. So I'm going to go to bed here very, very shortly. I was going to try and sort some of the Final Faction figures, but I just, nope. And I can cross off just about nothing from my list today. 0 bricks. Is what it is. Oh, I did do some laundry. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, took the trash out, got the mail, a little bit of laundry, swept. I did do a couple things. I didn't just like sit here and stare at the wall, but I did sit here and stare at my girl for a while. That was a good time. This, her in our house halfway across town thing, man, after a year. Exactly. It's frustrating. We've been together 30 years, and it's like, I can text her. Yeah, that's something, right? She's not gone. Which lost other people in the past, couple of years, so, okay. Just gotta get some of these areas clear so we can get stuff here and get her here. No pressure. Alright. Tired. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to work on the garage. Still don't believe the whole lighting that just when you're not expecting to get touched and you get touched 3 different times in the back, on the back, so that you can't even tell why you just got hit again. That was really quite strange. It's really quite strange. And then tap. What just happened behind me? I'm alive. I don't feel like I'm bleeding or punctured or anything, but what just happened? It's weird. Oh, man. It's supposed to rain today, too. I really need it to rain. I wanted to saturate my potatoes and sweet potatoes. I needed to get my potatoes wet. I know it sounds dirty, but it's not. There's a reason. Guarantee if you say that in a crowded room, it'll get a little quiet. I need to get my potatoes wet. It's one of those innocent, but is it awkward kind of things to say at high volume. It's good. It's good stuff. I encourage anyone to try that. I know I'm not well. I know. It's alright. I'm okay with it. Yeah. So. I think I'm gonna have some of that. Barbecue. That's barbecue chicken in shorthand. It's barbecue. I choose it. I think I'm gonna have some of that. I think there's still some in the fridge from yesterday, day before, yesterday. It was kind of day before. Yeah. But I need some food in my belly before I go to bed. Mind you, I have a lot of really great popcorns and stuff to choose from, but I should do some real food. I had my kefir in the morning, and then I had a decent-sized bowl of oatmeal with blackberries and honey. Yes, it was yummy. Frozen fruit, heat it up for 30 seconds, mash it, oatmeal, good to go. Simple and a lot better for you than the packets. I know the packets are quick and painless and all that, but get a scoop, get one of the big things of the oat. Cheaper that way too. And I guarantee it's better for you. Because I'm not sure what they put in that other stuff. And I grew up on the Quaker packets, man. Those things were like a treat in our house. If you're just getting the basic sampler, apple and cinnamon. Or if you're feeling really, really crazy and you're doing multiple packs, 2 apple and cinnamon with a cinnamon and spice. Oh, yeah. But again, and this is like 40 years ago, 50 years ago that I'm talking about. I'm not sure what they put in it anymore. Back then it was probably a little bit more innocent. Today, I don't know. I have a strong mistrust for like food manufacturers and pharmaceutical companies at this point. I've seen way too much in the way of shenanigans. Yes, Russ, I said the word. Anytime I can get like more whole foods, what have you, down with it. And the more I'm reading and studying, the more I'm like, organic's pretty smart. I should do that where I can. Which you can't get everything organic, but if I can, I do. Yeah, I made that chicken the day before, because yesterday I made the cream mushroom soup. I didn't even offer Pix any. I did mention that I made cream mushroom soup yesterday. I didn't make you any, and she said, good. She hates mushrooms. Hates them. So, we're praying for her. God can change her heart. He can. Someone's heart got changed over there. And I think they might have done it right on the carpet. So anyway, this is Marcus when he's tired. So yeah, hug your parents, hug your kids, get proper rest, which helps you do your 1 brick. I think I did about a quarter of a brick today. It's alright, tomorrow, unencumbered. Tomorrow's going to be a 2 brick day. I got lots of bricks to move, so Not running out. We're good. At least it's not an infinite amount. It is a finite amount of bricks. That's the only thing that keeps me from like walking away from the whole thing. It's very much, you're killing me, Smalls. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Make it a great day.